G'day guys, in this video we're going to go through all the stuff I'm planning on using this trout season and what I'm planning on using for trout opening. Let's get into it. I have been really madly keen to get back out on the streams. I've missed it. I've been frustrated a lot this winter. Not much going on in terms of the fishing. Probably why you haven't seen a lot of videos from me, so I can only really apologise for that, guys, as it does get hard in winter, especially in Victoria. And the kind of fishing that I've been trying to do means that results are few and far between, and I've been this close to an Eildon cod on numerous occasions this season. So yeah, look, I've got one more weekend of that, and hopefully I can hook up for you and show you some effort that's gone into that this season. So yeah, this winter anyway. Without further ado, we'll get past that. We'll get into the gear that we're going to use for trout. The first one I'll go through is the rod I'm planning on using on the bigger systems this year, and that's this new Daiwa in feed. I've used this a little bit already in some videos you would have seen already. If you haven't, I'll leave links in the description and some cards at the end of the video as well. So this is a 702 LRS. It's sort of that mid-spec in terms of mid-rate. Rewind. The rod that I'm planning on using for some of the bigger system stuff this year is the Daiwa Infeed 702 LRS, this rod here. This is sort of a mid-weight range rod, 7 foot of course. This is an amazing stick. I really love this rod. It's really good for working surface lures and things like that as well, for multiple applications. This has got so many uses. This size and weight rating of rod, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so very impressed. This is going to be used in the bigger rivers for where I'm going to experiment a little bit this year. Going to drive up some rivers in the boat, fish from the boat, and also park the boat on land and walk upstream on the rivers, which have obviously had a little less access from land-based fishers as well. So hopefully I can get onto some bigger stream fish for you and land them on this setup. This is running a Daiwa Freems 2000 as well. So yeah, this is running a 4-pound Berkeley X9 braid at the moment with a 4-pound leader as well, just J thread. Really cool setup. So that's my big stream setup. For opening though, because of the recent rains, all the rivers are pretty high and dirty at the moment. So I'm going to zip right up into the high ends of the river systems this opening, and chase some really skinny water trout. And for that use, or for those systems I should say, I'm going to be using this 5'6" Murasami 561 ULS. This is what they market as the kayak stick. I've got some inside news, I guess you would say, not direct inside news, that this was built and designed around small stream fishing. So really cool. Looking forward to flicking this around. I've already had a flick of one of these. This is one of the most sensitive rods I've ever cast and used before, so had to get myself one. So yeah, really happy with that. Another Daiwa Freems 2000. This is the previous year model one, this one, as opposed to the new one on the infeed, with some Berkeley X9 4-pound as well. This has got a 6-pound leader on it at the moment, but I'll probably downgrade that to a 4-pound for the small stuff as well. Really keen to get this out on the smaller stuff. I've been using 7-foot rods a little bit in the smaller stuff, which doesn't aid for casting in that sort of tight quarters. I just haven't had a shorter, trout stream rod for a little while, but I've been meaning to get something like this for a while, and I'm very happy to have it now. So yeah, another new addition we're going to have to the setups and gear is this OSAR 30-litre Weekender dry bag. Really happy with this. I've had this since basically Christmas time. Got this off my sister. I've been planning on using that or a bag like that for a while. It's going to carry all my gear in it, obviously keep things dry, and it has done really well for the past sort of 6 to 8 months. So I'm due for some new waders, but these are my wife's ones, and I'm going to be taking some waders with me. Obviously while I'm walking streams, you want to stay dry. I'd suggest you get some if you haven't already. Now, the moment everyone enjoys going through lures. Who doesn't love a good bit of lure porn? I definitely do. I can't stop buying hard bodies because I'm addicted to them. Basically, my my kryptonite, I guess we'd say. So the hard bodies I'll use in the smaller streams will be probably things like this little piece of midget here. I'll get some close-up video for you guys as well. The ever faithful Rapala floating 5 centimetre minnow. This is a custom built lure that I had a lot of fun with, made by Muttley, Ernie Muttley. It's the Muttley's Mozzie that I've nicknamed it. I'm going to be using that as well. So there's some smaller hard bodies I will be using. I won't go anywhere on small streams without my Daiwa DR minnows as well, which actually you can't buy anymore. They're being discontinued as far as I know. Really, really hard to get now. I've got 4 of them left, and I hope I never lose another one, because I'll be very sad to not see them in my tackle box anymore. Some other good shouts would be your Atomic Hards 65 suspending minnows. These are really good in both small streams and larger rivers as well. These Duo Realis jerk baits, suspending jerk baits are really good as well. So I've got a chartreuse gill sort of shaped one, gill coloured one, and it's more of a natural pattern, that one. So these are really good for your clear streams. Bit of a bigger presence in the water as well. So possibly good for the bigger systems in the post-spawn trout sort of realm of things. So they're sort of some of the hard bodies I'll take. If you're beginning out though, if you're just coming into trout fishing and you want to get into it, you can't go past a bladed spinner. I know Hanno Parker from Nuji Bush Goods swears by these. He absolutely loves a spinner, and you know, they're his go-to, and you should see how many fish he catches on them. They're absolutely dynamite. Fantastic. So a couple of options here would be your Savage Gear number 2s. Then you got your Blue Fox Vibraxes. This is my second favourite colour one. This is a black and chartreuse spot, which is really, really nice. Here's a sort of bright, like a fluorescent orange and black. I got this gifted to me by a work colleague actually. Haven't had a chance to use this yet, so the jury's still out on the black and orange, but we'll see how we go with that one. But yeah, any of those number 2 MEP spinners, offset spinners, things like that, anything like that, trout go nuts for them. They absolutely love them. So get a few spinners if you're just starting out. They're really versatile. You can work them shallow, you can work them deep, you can work them slow, or on fast parts of the water. They're really, really, really easy to use, and they've only got one set of trebles, so they don't get snagged really that much either. Worth a look at it. Next one is your soft plastics, and plastics are awesome for trout. I really like them. I haven't been using them as much. I've been on the hard body drugs at the moment with that one in terms of the fishing. I just love my hard body bite. It's really good, and yeah, enjoyable to me. So that's just a preference, but you can't go past the soft plastic as well. I've had plenty of luck on these. These are your Strike Tiger 1-inch nymphs. This is a coffee coloured one. This is your standard black and gold. Really, really like using these nymphs in your really small, especially heavily timbered up little creeks and stuff like that, where lots of nymphs and bugs get in and around. Anything with really rocky bottom as well tends to hold a lot of nymphs and that sort of stuff as well. So yeah, really, really worth grabbing some plastics if you're fishing small streams. Now for Goulburn trout, and you typically a stonker trout, you can't go past pink. Now these are the Daiwa Bait Junkie minnows. So these are, what are these? Pink Glow UV, 2.5 inch. These have an inbuilt scent in them. They're just really, really good. They're hardy. They don't break really that easy. They're quite stretchy and good, similar to your Z-Man stuff. Very, very good. So worth getting these if you're going to chase some stonkers. Just anything pink, really. Another thing to use would be your big spoons and things like that as well. Really good for that sort of stuff. Another bit of gear that's always handy, a trusty net. This one's good, still good. I've had it for ages, and it does the job fine. Get something like this if you're jumping into small streams especially. Something this size doesn't get in the way too much, doesn't get tangled too much. They're reasonably okay to get hooks out of. This rubberized sort of stuff doesn't get tangled nearly as much as your fabric nets like some of the fly fisher guys use. They're still fine obviously, but you'll just spend a lot of time getting trebles out of them if you're lure fishing. So yeah, just be mindful of that, guys. Yeah, this one I like, I've said before in previous videos, because it's got this clip here. I just whack that onto the shoulder strap of my bag. It just trails behind me when I need it, pull it out, it's on a bungee, net the fish, unhook the fish, show you guys the fish hopefully, and then release it. So yeah, grab yourselves a net, enjoy. That's what I plan to use this season for trout. If you got something out of this video, drop a like on it and subscribe if you want to see more. Jump on the cards here if you want to see any more trout fishing videos. Get riled up and warmed up, ready to go for trout opening 2022 to 2023 season. Let's see you out there on the water, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Just keep flicking.